Hello everyone and welcome to part 17 of the Liverpool Legacy. This will be the penultimate episode, boys and girls. Tomorrow will be in some form, whether it's just the end of the Premier League, whether it's cup final or whatnot, then it will be the final episode tomorrow of this series. All in anticipation for the release of full game on Tuesday. But that being said, we have a lot to cover in this episode. Obviously, we've got to have a look at the World Cup, and then we also have a lot of fixtures that I've played in between episodes, just for progression purposes. Like I said, I want this series wrapped up for the launch of the full game. But without further ado, if you are enjoying this series, then do make sure you are leaving a thumbs up for the likes, as that does bring more eyes onto the series. Obviously helps with the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you haven't already, which you're mad if you haven't, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you know when videos go live. Because obviously, once the launch is out, we will be starting our Journeyman / non-lethal legend save. And that is going to be a long-term save. Obviously, for those of you that are familiar with them, we're starting at the team closest to us, and then we can move on anywhere. But without further ado, let's head on into this episode. Alright, here we are. This was how the groups finished up in the World Cup. So, we had Algeria and Croatia qualify from Group A, Mexico and Portugal from Group B, Germany and Uruguay from Group C, with Egypt not getting a single point in that group. And Denmark and Wales knocking out Argentina. So there's one big team out in the group stages. Quite surprising. Italy and Switzerland. Maybe Ivory Coast over Switzerland, but yeah, as you'd expect, Italy winning that group. And as you can see, Nigeria and England through in their group, but the big thing in that group, Brazil knocked out. So Brazil and Argentina both out of the World Cup at the group stages. Then you had France and Spain through in their group, and then Holland and Belgium through in their group. So, on to the second round. We had Portugal beat Algeria 3-1. Mexico beat Croatia. Germany had to go all the way to penalties to beat Wales. So that was a good showing by Wales against Germany. Obviously, this is a Germany without any real players as well. Then you have Denmark beating Uruguay, England knocking Italy out in the second round, Switzerland 4-0 over Nigeria, France edging it against Belgium, and then Holland, who are another sort of greyed out team because of licensing reasons, 2-0 over Spain. That was the second round, and then the quarterfinals looked like this. Denmark beat Portugal, Germany beat Mexico, England beat Holland, and then France beat Switzerland. So then that brings us to the semi-finals, where France beat Denmark, and then England beat Germany 2-1. So that was the semi-final. Third place playoff, Germans beat the Danes. And then for the final, France versus England. Predictions, boys and girls. Even though it tells you up the top who the holders are. Yep, it was 1-1. France on penalties. See if it'll show us. Yeah, as you can see, Harry Kane missed a penalty in the 10th minute. Then threw it out, scored from a penalty in the 68th. And then the 93rd minute, Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the equaliser. And then it went to penalties. Grealish missing the first penalty in the shootout. And that was that. That's what lost it for England. Jack Grealish. Yeah, that was how the World Cup panned out. Alright, and here we are. As you can see, done a lot. Obviously, we had the Bruges and Tottenham game in the last episode. One of the 3 friendlies that we had lined up. And we played West Brom 2-0. Erling Haaland, Frank Kessie. Then we had Fulham 2-1. Ansu Fati, Harry Wilson equalised 2 minutes later. Erling Haaland put us ahead. We won that. And Chelsea in the FA Cup third round, 2-0 win. Mbappe and Salah with the goals in that one. Then we faced Everton at home, who we annihilated in the Merseyside derby, 5-0. 5 different scorers as well. Pedri, Haaland, Bellingham, Van Dijk, and then a Salah penalty. And then we had Chelsea in the Premier League away. 3-0 with Salah, De Ligt and Pedri. Then we had a rare defeat. I mean, it's the Carabao Cup, so we weren't too bothered. Semi-final, knocked out 1-0. Kevin De Bruyne penalty in the 11th minute. We should have done better in this. Mo Salah had a poor game. But yeah, we should have done better. Should have got a goal. We were peppering him quite a bit. Then it was Man UFC at home. 4-0. Mbappe brace. Haaland brace. Both of them were then just competing for a hat-trick, but neither of them could quite complete it. Then Southampton at home. 2-1. As you can see, Shea Adams gave them the lead. And then Pedri and Salah turning it around and winning it for us. Then Leicester 3-0. Frank Kessie, Virgil van Dijk and Erling Haaland. Brentford 1-0 in the Premier League with a rotated squad, as you can see. First time we've not had a full, an actual first team back four all swapped out. And yeah, it was Dan Axel Zagadou with the goal. Then we went on to face Brentford again, this time at home in the league, where we annihilated them 4-0. Haaland brace, Trent and Mbappe. Manchester City away, we actually quite dominated this. 3-1. Obviously, we were 2-0 up, Van Dijk and Fati. Jesus scored at the 82nd and Haaland with the 93rd minute. One just to make sure we won. Then we had Norwich, where we won 4-1. Haaland, Van Dijk, Bellingham and Salah. Julian Alvarez looks like a good player. He scored, obviously, in both 4-1 wins over Norwich. Then Benfica away. I don't know how we didn't score in this game. We were pretty dominant going forwards. And yeah, we should have at least got a draw. Then we beat West Ham 2-0 away, Mane and Salah. So the old school Liverpool duo. And Wolves 4-1, Haaland hat-trick, De Ligt. Another easy victory. Then we had Norwich again, 4-1. Dan Axel Zagadou brace and an Erling Haaland brace. And again, like I say, Alvarez scoring again, 41st minute. When did he score in the league? 59th. And then the most recent game, Bournemouth 3-0. Pedri, Salah and Haaland all with the goals. Yeah, that is a lot of games. So like I say, we'll be having this game and probably Leeds FA Cup quarter-final in this episode. And then, like I say, I'm just going to play through to the end of the season. And then we'll just have whatever the end of the season is. If it's cup finals, then it'll be cup finals. Otherwise, it'll be just the end of the Premier League. See how we did. See how everyone else fared. And that will wrap the series up. But without further ado, let's get in and have a look at the team that we'll be facing off against Benfica in this match. So we've got some injuries and some tired players. I unregistered Kessie because I was trying to sell him. And obviously allowed Dan Axel Zagadou to get registered. So yeah. Van Dijk's obviously still out. So the team that we'll be facing is Alisson in goal. Regulon at left back. Is it? Are we Robertson back in? No, yeah. Regulon at left back. Zagadou, De Ligt, Gomez on the right. Danny Olmo playing as the box-to-box today. Declan Rice. Mane, Pedri, Salah and Haaland up top. Mbappe could probably come onto the bench for Bellingham. And there we go. That will be the team that takes on this Benfica side today. But without further ado, let's not waste any more time and get into the action. Alright, here we are at kickoff. Just another look at our lineup. And then a look at the Benfica lineup. Ronaldo, obviously we all know, is a legend. Everton's been great in past FMs. So it will be a tough match. See, we've got that 1-0 deficit to overcome as well. See if we can. Alright, Mo Salah. Oh, what was that? Odysseys, easy. Alright, Everton. Gomez gets it. Looking for Salah. Now Everton into Maria. Now Everton. Ronaldo now. All the way back to Spiegel. Berasimo. Kesey. Looking for Rafa, but now Mane heads it upfield. Haaland was nowhere near it. Now Peasy for them. Poor effort from Peasy. Just encourage the boys a bit. We do need to try and get into this early. Alright, here's Dani Olmo. Short to Mo Salah. Got back into Dani Olmo. Now Pedri. Turns his man. Oh, Pedri. Looks like Everton might have got the tackle in, but no, Pedri manages to ride the tackle and slot the ball into the top corner. What a goal. Well worked short corner routine there. Keeper stood no chance with that, and it was a superb finish from my personal probably player of the season, Pedri. Probably signing of the season. And we've made quite a few signings. Mo Salah, Haaland, over the bar. Yeah, we are in the dying clutches of this series. If you are looking forward to more content throughout the year, if there's any kind of content that you may fancy seeing, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. And maybe some surprise bits coming up. I may try and do some like standalone videos as well. Oh, Haaland's fouled there. Erling Haaland. So it'd be Mo Salah to take the penalty. Although, if I get a chance, we might pause. I didn't pause in time. I was going to get Pedri to take it. Mo Salah missed his last penalty that he took for us. He did score that one. And so, 2-0. We've overturned the deficit. Now we just need to keep going. Put another couple of goals past them. See, Man City and PSG 0-0 so far today. 1-1 now, as I say that. Crazy. 2 goals in 2 minutes there for them. Yeah, we're doing well here. Carabao Cup obviously was disappointing to go out of. It ruined our winning every trophy we're in run. But hopefully we can still... I mean, the Premier League's wrapped up. I mean, there's no way we're losing the Premier League now. Yeah, hopefully we win the FA Cup and the Champions League again. Let's do the treble. Well, it'd be 5 trophies, wouldn't it? Because of the Community Shield and the Club World and the Super Cup. Yeah, so that would be 5 trophies this season. Rafa, Edson, Darwin, great save there by Alisson. Not had much to do so far in this match, but when called upon, does superbly. Boofed clear. It looks like there was an offside or something there. All right. Throw into Liverpool. Gomez to take. Mo Salah into Pedri, and there it is. Pedri with his second. And that, boys and girls, is why I was going to try and change the penalty taker. Rather than pausing, I should have just clicked the button, really, shouldn't I? But yeah, there we go. Pedri with a brace. This kid is fire. If you have a chance to sign him in your saves, I would highly recommend it this year. He's highly upgraded, I believe, from highly upgraded in terms of the way he is for me. Because I couldn't really get much out of him in like some of the saves I had him in last year. But yeah, we just need to hold on here. Now, don't throw this away. Well, they do need 3 goals of their own to actually win this game now. There's obviously no away goals anymore. Alright, after this corner, we'll make some changes. Headed clear. Nemanja now. Superb strike from Nemanja Radonjic. That was superbly played. Alisson had no chance with that. Nicely headed clear by De Ligt. Easy to Nemanja. Nicely placed in the top corner there. Alright then, let's make some changes. Keep things fresh. Alright, Salah's knackered. Mbappe can come on the right. Mane can go through the middle. Pedri can come off, which I know is tough because he is on his hat-trick. And then Basuma can come on for Declan Rice. I have now actually set up as his personalised role of the ball winning. Yeah, let us do that. Easy fouled Mo Salah there. So, nothing came from the free kick though. Right. Everton went off for Nemanja. That was a good substitution by them. Ronaldo went off as well. Otamendi. I think that's Jerome Mario or is it Jose Mario? I don't know. Ansu Fati on the left hand side. Dani Olmo. Oh, so close. And Haaland couldn't get the rebound. So, finishing off the match. Going to be a Dani Olmo free kick. Whipped in, far post. Dan Axel Zagadou. Because of his height, being 6'5", he's taller than Virgil van Dijk, is a massive threat from set pieces. As we've just seen there. And that's how he's been getting his goals. From set pieces, mainly corners. I think that's his first one that wasn't a corner. Without further ado, we are through to the next round of the Champions League. The quarterfinals, I think it is. And normally I would show, like, obviously all the Champions League, but obviously, like I say, we want to rush through this, get this finished for the launch of the full game. Liverpool to receive 8.2. Olmo impresses. Olmo was great in that match. Marcelino. Alright. That being said, I shall see you very, very soon for that Leeds United FA Cup match. See you in a second, folks. Alright then, and welcome back, folks. We had the one match in between, which we won 5-1 in the end. It started off a close fair. We went 2 up. They pulled one back. But I want to show you this Trossard goal. This Trossard goal for me is one of the best goals I've seen in FM22 so far. Where are we? There we are. Yeah, this was a great solo goal by Alessandro Trossard. Okay, picked the ball up further back, but it doesn't show you fully. Skips past Arnold there, runs in. And it doesn't do it justice, because he picked it up basically back at the halfway line and just ran. Yeah, that was that goal. This one, actually by Jude Bellingham. Mo Salah here. I don't know what this is. I don't get Sanchez here. He doesn't rush back across his goal like you would expect him to. So it's an easy effort for Jude Bellingham there. Yeah, as you can see, we won 5-1. Match stats, as you can see, we dominated. They only had the one shot on target, which was the goal. Yeah, that's that. But the team that will be going out there today to face Leeds will be Alisson in goal, Robertson, Van Dijk, De Ligt, Gomez at right back because Trent suspended, Bellingham and Olmo because I was going to play Bissouma there, Bellingham there, but Bissouma was involved in the under-23s game. Mbappe, probably Firmino because Pedri is not quite fit. Salah with Haaland up top. Without further ado, let's head on into this match. Alright, here we are. Down at the pitch side for kickoff. Let's have a look at this Leeds team. Meslier still in goal. Strike, who's a great young defender. I think he's going to have a great future in the game. So, Fulham beat Arsenal 4-0 in the FA Cup. What? Newcastle beat Everton. Yeah, that's understandable. Fulham winning 4-0 against Arsenal. That's insane. Talking of Pascal Strike, in the 14th, 15th minute, he's put Leeds 1 up. Superbly played in by Zimanski. Strike unmarked. Demand more from the boys. Bobby Firmino, now Andy Robertson. Driving inside, plays it across to Gomez. Oh, it's the woodwork. Superb effort there from Joe Gomez. Mbappe and Bellingham couldn't get to it. Now it's Robertson. He's got acres of space. Whipped in. Haaland! Oh, just over the bar. The linesman's flag looks like there might have been an offside anyway. Now Joe Gomez. Bobby Firmino. Joe Gomez again. Whipped in. So whipped in, it was floated in. A floater, that one. Robertson's fouled. Stuart Dallas with the foul on Andy Robertson. To give Mo Salah a chance to put us ahead. Change the penalty taker. I fancy... Who should we have take this one? I fancy Danny Olmo to take this today. Let's have a look. See what Danny Olmo's like. He's not the best penalty taker we've got, but he's a good penalty taker. And he puts it away. Meslier went the right way. Danny Olmo, first goal for the club. Risky, but the risk. Danny Olmo. Okay, Koch obviously fouled. Looks a bit like Salah, I think. Mbappe. Meslier saves. I hit the woodwork anyway, rather than the back of the net. But Mbappe now with a corner. Far post. No one could get there for Liverpool. It's Danny Olmo now. Into Jude Bellingham. Back to Danny Olmo. Now Joe Gomez. Nothing comes of it. Yeah, we are having a run and a half. It's Mbappe. Not De Ligt or Virgil? De Ligt. Defenders are appealing for offside. Don't think it was offside though. I think he was onside when this ball was played in. Yep, goal given. Mbappe easily onside. No question about it. Mansky. Ooh, great save there by Alisson. One last attack by looks of it for the half. Mo Salah cutting inside, just tries through. Haaland. Out wide, Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez tipped over there by Meslier. Illan Meslier. Many tip him to be like French goalkeeper for years to come. But there we have it. Yet another goal for Liverpool. I missed who actually scored it. I was talking about a minute. So it was Mbappe with a corner. Salah in, De Ligt. Jude Bellingham. It was De Ligt with the goal. That's 2 for De Ligt now today. Alright, yep. There's that. Straight back into the match. I tend to always go with what's recommended unless I feel like they deserve like better praise or a real roasting. Yeah. So, still can't believe that Fulham beat Arsenal 4-0. That's insane. I have to say, Danny Olmo coming in. I mean, we paid 69 million for him. I forgot to mention that earlier in the episode, didn't I? Yeah, we brought Danny Olmo in. We had to pay his 69 million release clause, but we had the money from sales. We had like 100 million to spend. So yeah, there was that. We have, and he's done superb when he's played, whether he's played as the box to box or as the advanced playmaker. I've just realised I've not made any changes. Oops. Not good. Pleased with the performance. Alright. That's on me. Too busy singing Danny Olmo's praises to actually think about making changes. It's fine. Got the semi-final draw coming up. That doesn't concern us right now. Select on form, superb. There we go. But, like I say, folks, because obviously in needing to wrap this up, we'll be back at the end of the season. Obviously, we'll have the recap of all these matches, but we'll be back at the end of the season, whether it's Chelsea and Fulham at the end of the season, or whether we end up with an FA Cup final and a Champions League final again. Who knows? But that being said, again, make sure, if you are enjoying the series, do make sure you're hitting the thumbs up, because obviously that helps with the algorithm, gets more eyes on the series, as I keep saying. And also, do make sure, up in the top corner, you'll see the subscribe button. Obviously, it's down below. Make sure you do hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications, just so you know when videos go live. As I say, I will try and get something special done for like a preview for the Journeyman / Non-League to Legend save. But that being said, I shall see you all tomorrow for the finale of this series. Goodbye.